I'm fairly new to the Vypr platform, but already I can see what it's delivered for our business and the great potential that we've still got to get from it. Hallmark are a global retailer of greeting cards, gift packaging amongst other products, but really we're around forging emotional connections through giving. Greeting cards is such a different category because it's so emotional and it's so subjective. So really the difficulty we had was putting some definite science around how successful new greeting card designs would be. We didn't have that consumer feedback in place.
With Vypr we can see how quickly we can get the answers back from any given steer there. That's something that you don't have the pleasure of doing every day, and when we can see it within the first 48 hours, it's tremendous to utilise that sort of insight.
So one of the things that I really love about Vypr is the community atmosphere that they build onto the platform, and they really allow us to target into a panel of people that Vypr have gone out and found themselves.
We're now able to get direct feedback from consumers and people that buy greetings cards. We're able to target demographics specifically based on the type of greetings cards that we're testing, and effectively it helps remove a lot of that subjectivity, which then gives greater confidence to our creative and product teams to know that they're on the right track of creating brilliant products.
Using Vypr we can target down into Hallmark loyal customers, and I think that really gives us a benefit to make sure that we target into their needs and also make sure that we are considering them in the design development process.
Pre-Vypr we had a lot of different insight data sources, but we didn't have anything really where we could contact such a large consumer base and a consumer base that's really nurtured. So we're now able to get feedback in a more robust way because we're getting bigger numbers of responses. We're also able to get feedback from target demographics, which we couldn't do previously. And it just means that every decision we make now off the back of Vypr we know is backed up with real good statistical grounding, but also consumer insight driven. The Vypr team are brilliant. It kind of feels like an extension of the Hallmark team rather than a customer and supplier relationship, if you like. They help us in a number of ways. They help us with the platform and navigating around the platform. They help us choose the right question type to get the insight that we really need.
I think the Vypr team are really helpful and supportive and have really been there for all our needs as we've come up with them against the business.
We could use Vypr in a number of different ways to choose which greeting cards to launch because of the flexibility that the platform has. We can ask a number of different question types. From that we can decide whether our suggested new product is ranking better than a current product that we may have or a competitor product, for example. So really we're able to use Vypr in such a flexible way to make sure we're asking the right question to give us confidence that we know we're launching the right product.
Vypr allows us to analyse the risk of products before bringing it to market. That means that we're making smarter decisions along the way and that we are making sure that we have more successful products within the collection that have been tested prior to bringing it to market.
It just means that we're using data and insights to drive better decisions and create better products, therefore ensuring that we can provide consumers with what they really want. Ultimately that means that we're able to sell more greeting cards and generate more cash and profit as a result of that. Effectively we've just got a completely different looking business now. It's been completely embraced and adopted throughout the business. It's been used by primarily creative and product, but also commercial teams as well. So we're now a much more consumer insight driven business as a result of that.
I think Vypr will change how we gather insights by basically allowing the consumer to have more of a seat at that table when we make decisions.
I think that over the next 12 months we're only going to keep improving and moving forwards in how we use Vypr and how we're embedding it within the business. But I'm really excited to see what the future holds and also carrying on working with the Vypr team as well because they're so helpful.